What's up, party people, and welcome to the season 3 premiere of KimRGou podcast. I'm your host, stoodytoogroovey, and we have my very, very special co-host, KimRGou. How are you feeling today, Kim?
Good. I'm pretty good.
That's good to hear. We have a lot of special things to announce today. As you can see, I'm rocking the 747 angel number merch. You know, hit me up on Instagram if you want to order. They're only $15 plus $5 shipping. Yeah, we're expanding the brand. So 747 angel numbers, and we got the KimRGou podcast hoodies and the 747 hoodies. So, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna get started. Today's podcast. Oh, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Today's podcast is all about how Black is better. We just had our designated Black History Month, right? But you know, Black History it should be every day. So I wanted to have a very Black centric show to start off the third season. How does that sound, Kim?
Very good. I mean, hey, I agree with you on that one.
Okay, so yeah, I got some articles that I'm going to be bringing up, and we're going to go one by one. Okay, our first.
Andy's frozen. So I'm by myself. All I can say is, how are you guys doing until he comes back? We just started. I knew it was gonna happen. We just said this before it even started. I knew that was gonna happen. My goodness. And then there's your other one right there.
Man, all I can do is blame Mercury retrograde. But okay. Boom. As you can see, it says Black engineer invents gloves that turn sign language into audible speech. Roy Alila, a 25-year-old engineer and inventor from Kenya, has found the ultimate solution to bridging the communication barrier between deaf and hearing people. He has invented the sign IO gloves that can translate sign hand movements to audible speech, so deaf people can talk, even to those who don't understand sign language. That is amazing. It says the sign IO gloves feature sensors mounted on each of the 5 fingers to determine its movements, including how much a finger is bent. The gloves are connected via Bluetooth to an Android app that Alila had also invented, which uses a text-to-speech function to convert the gestures to vocal speech. Wow. That's amazing. Shout out to him. What do you think about that, Kim? Because you're the one that brought this to my attention.
I wanted to, honestly, I was just like, that's been an idea for from a Black person, like, for some time, so they pretty much made it come true already. And then I'm like, I remember somebody talking about this. So the fact that it really is, I mean, I'm not surprised because we're great, but
yeah, we're really good at finding solutions where there is none. So that is amazing. That is so cool. Okay, for our next topic, we're going to talk about the thing that everybody is so fearful of, the coronavirus.
Mm-hmm. All right.
It says, I'll make sure we're all good. It says, Chinese doctors reveal why African skin resists coronavirus.
Oh, shoot.
It says, the Chinese doctors said that he remained the guy who was hospitalized. He remained alive because he has black skin. The antibodies of a black are 3 times stronger, powerful, and resistant compared to that of white. It says Caucasians is always at war with our black skin because they know our melanin is our defense against all that they throw at us. And that's true. The fact that, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I just want to say this. Even yes, it is a serious problem, but just wash your hands. That's actually the main factor right now how it's spreading towards us. Just be hygienic. That's it. And we'll be okay. Wash your hands. Hand sanitizer is not enough. Okay. There's a difference between killing bacteria and killing a virus. You need to wash your hands. You need to just clean. Try keep everything washed. Like just
What's up, chat?
good on your hygiene. On your hygiene. That's like all we have to say. And you know what? Oh, that reminds me. You know what? Let me see if I can do this because I should have. See, I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. I'm gonna screen share.
While you're bringing that up, I want to say that this is no different than how the Black Plague was, because they were living very unsanitary, and the fact that if you look on Lysol bottles that they already had human coronavirus on that shows how unsanitary people who are catching that are living. So that's all I want. Go ahead.
Sorry, I'm taking so long. I just have.
No, you're all right. What's up, chat? Shout out Uppity Unicorn. Shout out M Davis. Thank y'all for being in the building. Live and in effect. I hope y'all feeling good tonight.
I wanted to make this bigger, actually. I was gonna go in my messages. My uncle showed me. Man, I thought I could have.
Well,
I showed you.
While you're hold on. Well, you can still go ahead and bring it up. I got another article pertaining to the same thing. So while you're doing that, I'm going to talk about melanin again when it comes to coronavirus. I hope everybody can see that clear. It says with only 3 official cases, Africa's low coronavirus rate puzzles health experts. Now, let me say this. That's kind of a very, very racist titled headline, but okay. Whether it's a matter of faulty detection, climatic factors, or simple fluke, wow. The remarkable low rate of coronavirus infection in African countries with their fragile health systems continues to puzzle and worry experts. That is so fucking racist, dude. This is from France 24. Hey, fuck y'all. It says there's a remarkably small number it says to date only 3 cases of infection has been officially recorded in Africa. 1 in Egypt, 1 in Algeria, and 1 in Nigeria with no deaths. And that's a continent with 1.3 billion inhabitants. Mm-hmm. It said, they're trying to say nobody knows. But even though, you know what? They try to say that they don't know why this so-called pandemic isn't affecting Black people. But they've been going on a campaign trying to debunk the fact that we are resistant to the virus. I've seen several articles, especially on Facebook, trying to debunk that. Are you ready, Kim?
I'm ready. Just let me know.
Okay, I'm about to take this off so you can bring yours up. Man, melanin is magic, yo.
Let me know if you can see it.
Yes.
Okay, so this is a book that this is from my uncle. He sent this to me today. This is from my uncle.
Okay.
The Eyes of Darkness, Dean Koontz is he's the best-selling author. I don't know that much about him, but I'm assuming he has his book because he has like a lot of old books. In the book, you can see right here, Li Chin, the fact that the United States carrying a diskette record of China's most important and dangerous new biological weapon in a decade. Okay, that's what they call the virus. They call it the stuff Wuhan 400 because it was developed in their RDNA labs outside of the city of Wuhan, and it was the 400 viable strain of man-made microorganism created at that research center.
Oh, wow.
Here's another one. In around 2020, a severe ammonia-like illness was spread throughout the globe, attacking the lungs and the bronchial tube and resisting all known treatments. Almost more baffling than the illness itself will be the fact that it will suddenly vanish as quickly as it arrived, attacked again 10 years later, and then disappear completely. Then a second one. This book specifically was published in 1981.
1981.
Now,
wow.
Now, I'm going to just say this right now so I don't scare people. I'm coming back. This is a theory. I don't want you guys to be scared. Like, this is just a type thing. I don't want to confirm certain things. Even though we see it, there's some things that can be a bit questionable. So just keep researching it.
The truth will not be suppressed. We know that all this shit is planned. We are pieces.
Research yourself first.
I just want to say this: we are pieces to a global game. Mm-hmm. Like we are like. I'm not a pawn personally, but as a whole, we are pawns to people with nefarious intent. In their job, they cannot do things to us without telling us, but they can't tell us directly. So they use media, they use books, they use movies, they use cartoons and all that to tell us what's going to happen, what they're going to do. So we can't actually say that they fucked us over because they told us what they were going to do. So
just keep researching. That's all. Everything is planned, but don't just.
Yeah, that's fucking wild, yo. It's not funny. I'm laughing.
It was on Instagram.
What?
I tagged you about the Simpsons and Resident Evil. I'm gonna show you that too. Hold on one second. Don't share yet. But
I'm not.
Let me go down here and hold on. I'm gonna do this.
Let me know when you're ready.
Okay. I should be about ready now. Let me know if you can see it.
Yep.
Okay. Let me just get rid of that. Hopefully.
Please don't tell the supervisor I have the flu. I've been working with the centered pelvis for 3 weeks. Oh, my juice loosener's never gonna come.
Hey, Dad, this came for you in the mail. Woohoo! Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Now, this video game is very popular. I like anybody who's in the gaming community like me. I love this game.
Mm-hmm. Resident Evil.
Like, this is a very popular game. The company it just speaks for itself. The company, the headquarters is from Osaka, Japan.
Yeah.
So, let me see if I can get out of this. I'll just leave it there. But I mean, it just speaks for itself. I don't know. It just certain things that keep popping up. Like, just keep it in mind.
At some point, we have to evolve the conspiracy theory to conspiracy facts.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't just keep ignoring the truth because the truth is scary. Because once you acknowledge that games are being played, then you can prepare better and you can psychologically protect yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, and
yeah,
a lot of people will see people like us and say that we're paranoid. And just like
facts.
being aware, we're not paranoid. Can't be paranoid what you already knew. Like my
Yeah,
uncle. Do you think he'd be freaking out right now? He had that. He's had that book for quite some time actually. See how old it was. So
see, but
he wouldn't even be paranoid if he already knew this kind of stuff was going on. But
can I say this too?
uh-huh.
We are doing something that our other you know, our ancestors, I want to say, or the last generation didn't do. We are actually conscious of the BS, so we're actively trying to fight against it with intelligence and information. They were more successful to the bullshit because they believed every single thing that they were told. But we are the generation. We're literally the ones that's like, fuck that. I'm smarter than that, and I'm not afraid to talk. Like, I think this is the biggest generation. I feel like that's not scared of dying or the consequences of being shunned for telling the truth.
Yeah.
So big ups to us because
we're not putting our situation or like our feelings towards like I'm trying to, how do I explain it? Like the same people that you know that are scared or paranoid are trying to say that is us too. Like, no.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
word. It makes no sense.
Oh, they're gonna kill you. Oh, well,
like that. They're just saying that, basically they're just saying what we do. Like you believe everything they're saying on the internet. I'm like, there are books, there are teachers, there are documentaries, there are many other sources that says this. What are you talking about? If you haven't read one book in your life about a certain thing, I don't want to hear it. And it's always the same people that are like that.
Yeah. Because we have to acknowledge that people love being asleep. People are comfortable being asleep.
How are you comfortable in this world, like in general? That's my problem. That's why I've been looking at them crazy. Like, how the heck can you say now? You know how comfortable it is to be here?
Man,
like,
look.
Sense. Like, thank you, Christy. Saying like, why is that such an issue to just? You don't even have to listen. They keep mistaking being aware to just thinking that it's true. We're being aware of it. It's in our head. We have it in our head. We're aware that if something might happen, oh, this might happen. If something goes on, we're just looking everywhere to make sure that we're not, what's the word?
Unprepared? Oblivious? Oblivious to what's going on?
Exactly. Like you can't sit here and live in this world and not see that there's something wrong. I'm sorry. You can't. If you were really I'm in tune. I'm pissed off every day. The earth is all pissed off herself. So.
Right. I have anxiety if I don't speak my mind and if I don't talk about what I see. Like I literally have I don't feel right. Like ever since I got on this plane of thinking and intelligence and spiritual level, it's like I can't hold it in.
Yeah,
it's almost impossible for me to hold it in.
Hold it in for too long. How long are you gonna? Do we have to wait to the last minute till we're fucked over for people to just realize, oh, maybe something is going on? Like, why did it take you so long? And then we're crazy because we want to be prepared for whatever is gonna happen, not because of paranoia, because we kind of already know what's going on beforehand. We read, we look into this shit. It's just. We just know. We're not. I'm not even gonna be surprised if something pops off. If I'm gonna be honest. It's how it is.
It's hard to be toxic and conscious. You can't live in both worlds.
You can't.
Being toxic is fun for niggas sometimes. So they don't want to give up. Like if one thing is true in the conscious realm, then you got to take away all the toxic shit. and they're not willing to do that. They're not willing to give that up.
Not even toxic. It doesn't have to be toxic. It can just be like you're so watered down.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even funny anymore. You're like brain dead, or your soul is just like not even fucking. Like, what are you?
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
A walking zombie.
I'm gonna just say this right now. I'd be giving these elites props. They did their thing because our people are gone. I have to be real.
They got this shit sold up.
I can't even get mad at them. That just shows you right there that I can't even get mad at them anymore. Our people are gone. In the head, mostly, because that's where it really starts.
Yep.
And the heart too, but up here, like right now, this is where I'm worried about. Up here, honestly.
You have to make somebody believe that they are powerless in order to take away their power. Mm-hmm. And they have been effective. They have definitely been effective. But let me show you the sick shit that they're doing, because I want to give context to this article that I found. And it's really sad because it implicates what everybody's been saying. Okay. It says melanin pigments in human skin may be used to make bionic implant. Now, we all know that only Black people have concentrated melanin. So this shows that they've been experimenting on our people, but let's read a little bit. The melanin in human skin could one day be used to create bionic implants thanks to a special process harnessed by scientists in a landmark new study. Dark brown melanin in skin has long been known to conduct electricity, but it has never been used in any application before. Now, a lot of people be saying bullshit on melanin, but they're sitting here telling you that they know that melanin produces electricity. We are light-bodied beings. We are souls. They are the soulless. That's why our body conducts electricity from the sun rays. We're being literally energized by the sun, by the cosmos.
That's why it's just called the children of the sun.
Man, it says researchers in Italy successfully channeled the power of dark brown melanin, which is known as eumelanin, through a process called annealing, which is commonly used in metallurgy. This scientific breakthrough could help experts produce bionic implants that can replace missing or damaged parts of the body. Okay, let me stop there on this article. Human trafficking has been at an all-time high. Snatching
for 2,000 years.
Yeah. And it's been running rampant. And let me clarify that this article was made in March 29th, 2019. And we all know that, like, at the summer of last year, like, so many people, so many babies and women were snatched up that year. So they're like really experimenting on us and using our bodies to better their lives. Like, it's not a fucking conspiracy, and it's not bullshit. It's like real. And this is a tech times. Like, this is not no game. Like, people really doing this shit.
But there
Oh, go ahead.
I had to put this out there to let everybody know, to the people that are so like questioning why we're doing anything. We have people that legit do not care about this. They don't care. And that's like the first. I don't even want to say that's the first problem. It's one of the first problems. You have people that really don't care about this, and that's kind of it's kind of scary. They're just if it like, do you think it might not happen to you? Just because you don't see it, it's not going to happen to you one day. And we're not even that far away to whatever's going to happen in the future. 2034 is close, but it's still far. So let's hope if we even get to the end. If you don't know what 2034 is, that's when we reach the fifth dimension. That's when the sun is like, hey, my job is done. Like, Anything
Mm-hmm.
that's dead should be dead by now.
Yep.
And like I said, it's pretty close, but it isn't that close either. Like, who knows what's gonna happen.
And don't forget that black people will not be unaffected because of the diet. It's changing the DNA in people.
Exactly. So even black people, if you're not healthy, if your chakras isn't, if your root to your heart isn't at least open up here, your heart chakra has to be open, but you got to go from down to up, obviously. Your heart chakra is not open and active and healthy. If your diet is very, very bad, so if you're eating meat, anything that comes from an animal, period, that's not good. If you are constantly not trying to.
If you're if you're putting out bad energy, if you're always in a state of anxiety and anger and fear, you're not going to be able to vibrate high enough to be in the new state of life. Like it's
And I'm,
not.
I'm low key one of those. I'm still going myself. I just woke up a year ago. I mean, now I don't want to say wake up. I mean, I'm just now I'm trying to educate myself and learning as I go. Like it took me about 10 years. I was 9 when I figured out some things going on in this world, like little kid. Then 19 when my third was like woo, it just came because I was sun gazing. That's all. I went straight raw vegan and I was sun gazing. Then I'm like, okay, this frequency, whatever I was getting, this needs to keep going. So if you're like me right now, and we're close to the 2034, we're just starting, don't feel alone because I'm one of those people. Still, I don't want people to feel like panic because they're like, oh, I don't have enough time. It's like we just got to keep going. So I don't want people to feel alone. I'm just now starting myself. So just be positive, eat healthy, meditate, get your chakras ready, educate yourself as much as possible
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to anything. Buy crystals. 5G is going hard. I forgot what crystal it was, but it can protect you from the 5G. It's a specific black crystal, not this. I don't think.
You're talking about black tourmaline. You can use black tourmaline. You can use smoky quartz. Um, there are several crystals that block. Actually, if you go, I might redo it because I want to put this. I want to kind of hold on. Let me take this off real quick. I'm gonna plug in an expansion on our brand. I got a new. We made a new channel. Big Facts with stoodytoogroovey, where I'll be doing lessons and things like that. And I think I'm going to do a lesson on that because in an earlier season 1 episode, I talked about the dangers of 5G and EMF waves, and I talked about where crystals protect you from that and everything like that. So I think I'm going to what is it called? I'm going to reteach about that, and so it'll be in a better platform, and you can actually see pictures and things like that. But back to this because I want to show y'all. I want to read this what it says because this is very, very important. What they're doing is pretty much stacking our melanin to make films. Like it says, the eumelanin films, which were no thicker than a bacterium, were heated under vacuum conditions from 30 minutes to 6 hours. Putting the eumelanin films under a vacuum worked, and the films were slimmed down by more than a half. The eumelanin films also turned dark brown. It proves that reorganizing eumelanin molecules from random stacks into uniform electron-sharing stacks was key to activating its potential. What it's saying is, it says the eumelanin conductivity increased to a value of more than 300 SM. I'm not gonna flex and tell y'all what SM stands for. I do not know. After undergoing an annealing at 600 degrees Celsius for at least 2 hours, in comparison, copper has a conductivity at around 6 times 107. So it's our melanin conducts more electricity in simpler terms than copper.
Yep.
It says
it's worth more than gold itself.
yes.
Yeah.
It says, since the conductivity of the films increase as the temperatures increase, scientists believe melanin can be tailored for a wide range of applications in bioelectronics, inorganic, or electronics. In fact, researchers believe that the melanin films could be used to replace metals in tissue interfaces, such as brain implants used to treat Parkinson's disease or epilepsy for bionic implants. So long story short, they're literally studying our, like when young pharaohs say that they're studying our body to survive on as the planet is terraforming and changing, that shit is true. We don't really get epilepsy and Parkinson's disease like that unless our diets are fucked up. So they're literally experimenting on our body and figuring out how they can prolong and better their life with the things that we're naturally born with. Mm-hmm. And that's not no fucking conspiracy. That ain't no fucking conspiracy website. That is Tech Times.
They've been doing this for 2,000 years, though. That's the thing. It's not like they just now starting to do this. This isn't new. They've been doing this since slavery. Slavery is a form of of human trafficking. They've been doing this for some time. And yes, they did have the technology for it. All the technology that they have is years at advance than what we have right now. So who knows what they could be using. So we just want to put that out there. This is not new. That's the thing. This shit is not new.
Facts. It's not new. And they're really actually ramping up because time is running out. So, as we said, people like us in our mind frame, we have good intention. We're just trying to teach people and capture the intention of anybody who wants to learn, anybody who wants to know and enhance their mentality, right? But we have to be careful because there are conscious community crooks, scammers, and schemers out here. And I wanna highlight one of the biggest ones. Shout out to Young Pharaoh for this clip. Niggas don't want to give him his props, but I definitely
that are so quick to go to scam white people. Like there's a video somebody uploaded saying that both Polite and Pharaoh were lying. I didn't watch the whole thing. I'm not gonna lie, because I didn't have time. But that's what the caption says. So maybe next episode I might show you. I don't know, but people will try to drag the realest people with the fakeness. It's ridiculous.
Right. Now Pharaoh clipped this on here. It's saying World Star, but Pharaoh was actually the first person to post about this. So check this out.
Continue with my message.
Sorry, I had to run it back. I had to mute it.
Before I continue with my message, thank you, Sister Avanti, $10 coming on the Cash App. Thank you, sister. Next time, make it 20, but thank you for that 10. I know you barely had that. Thank you, sister.
Yo.
Before I continue this message, donations. Donations.
Oh, no. Let me.
I want to show you the one I showed you when this phone took over.
Yeah, bring that up while I'm playing this, because I'm definitely going to run this back.
If I don't got it, I'm going to be upset. Hold on.
Oh, my God. Donations. Watch this, y'all. Watch what he pull out.
Donations. Gifts. Gifts.
He pulled out a Red Lobster card.
More gifts. More gifts.
Yo. Let me run that back, man. We got to be careful, man.
Before I continue with my message, thank you, Sister Avanti, $10 coming on the Cash App. Thank you, sister. Next time, make it 20, but thank you for that 10. I know you barely had that. Thank you, sister.
That's so disrespectful.
Before I continue this message, donations. 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 Donations.
Hey.
Donations. Donations.
Hey, shout out Sway.
Gifts. 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 More gifts. More gifts.
Man. Do y'all see that? That's like some ultimate clown shit. You ready?
I'm trying my best to find it. I don't think I could.
Okay. But yeah, we have to all be careful about that because people always sometimes people might come with the best intentions at first, but recognition, fame, and all that kind of stuff dilutes them and transform them into money hungry demons, as you can see.
Yeah, I don't have.
Not only did he disrespect.
I don't have.
Well, next time we can bring it up. Not only did he disrespect the young lady who put money in his pocket, but he trying to stunt with envelopes and fucking Red Lobster gift cards, dog. Like, that's not what this is for.
It's not.
It's not what you're supposed to be teaching people.
Materialistic things. We're here to put the message out.
I got a question. How many Red Lobster cards do it take to open a school? Because he's still pushing the school and everything, but there's no fruition and people are still following him. I don't understand.
What to do, first of all.
Right, and he's not righteous at all.
Curriculum. That's like, my sisters are not gonna know who Queen Candace is. They're gonna still they're still gonna learn about Rosa Parks, even though. And like, I'm not trying to like put one over the other, but anybody can say no to a white man on the bus. Nobody could do what a Queen Zinga could do. Which one do you
think
will feel the most empowered to learn about, you know? But they won't learn that in school. So what is the school gonna do? Nothing.
If Queen Zinga was sitting on the bus and the white man told her to get up, she probably would have stolen on that nigga. She probably would have boop.
With her spear and all, she would have done a little something.
I don't know. I am tired of the regurgitated Black history celebrities, and if you notice, the ones that they treat the worst, that's who gets the holidays. So we have to be careful about that. And David showing love in the chat. The next video it's more positive, and it shows how pure children are. I want to show y'all something that I found on the internet that was really amazing to me. Hold on one second. Let me refresh. And yeah, watch this.
What are you waving at, Ella?
Bye. Bye. Yeah. Bye. Bye. Look at. Oh.
That is so sweet. Let me run that back one more time.
What are you waving at, Ella?
Bye. Bye. Yeah. Bye. Bye.
Look at him. She gonna give her ghost a kiss. That's so sweet.
I didn't even notice that.
Oh, look at.
And then she pointing at. Wow. That's how pure they are. I showed that just to shed some good positive energy in that. So, and also to show that energy never dies, and it's based on your consciousness and the aura that you put off, whether you get those type of experiences or not. Because clearly she's pure enough for the spirit to be okay with interacting with her, you know? How did that make you feel, Kim?
We are spiritual beings, so it's not really that surprising, especially children. Children and animals are like the most highly, you know,
Vibratory.
yeah, pretty much. Like it just that's just how they are. Honestly, it's, well, by animals I mean like spiritual animals, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Not every animal, but but I'm not. I mean, that just it's supposed to be that way. Um, it just that's very it is very wholesome and very comforting to know that she can see an ancestor.
Yes.
So
That is clarification that she is protected. You feel me? Like she got her folks. Big facts.
they're not imaginary.
Yeah.
Imaginary. They're not. That's the thing. They're not imaginary.
Facts. Like they really, really be talking to the spirit,
Yeah.
and they so connected to the spirit realm.
They're not little crazy kids. They're not imaginary kids. Like that's man. I want to do a whole study on that just to prove they're not imaginary, because they really aren't. They're kids that actually do see people and interact with them.
And that's why it'd be so sad. That's why it'd be so sad when you see them get flooded with pop and cookies and cakes and stuff, because that's like slowly just destroying their pineal gland, and it's just like, yo, you like breaking or putting the chemicals in the hair or cutting the hair and all that. Like y'all are really just breaking down their their spiritual antennas and spiritual tools.
Yeah. There are ways to like you have to find ways to get your kids to be used to eating high vibrational foods.
Mm-hmm.
Let them eat, give them high vibrational foods, and make them make a choice to eat something that isn't high vibrational when they're old. Like that's what I see. Like let them do what they like. Let them make a decision when they get older by any circumstance. Like I wish that was what my grandma would have done to me, because as a kid I love vegetables. As a kid, and so it was never really a problem. So I'm like, I like vegetables. Why keep feeding me this stuff? I will not have a problem with it.
And I'm a big supporter of veganism and vegetarianism, and I just always feel like if you don't introduce meats to a kid's diet, then they won't crave it. I mean, that's just common sense. Like I understand that people have reasons why they feel like meat is good for them and all that stuff, but it's not. I'm not for it. Like when I have children, they will not be introduced to eating meat at all. Period. They will be vegetarian/vegan, because I don't know if I can get rid of cheese. I don't know. I love cheese, but
eating the rice, good carbs, not bad ones. Pasta maybe every now and then, because pasta. I'm gonna be honest with you, as a spiritual like influencer or whatever you want to call it, I don't know. I still don't understand how other spiritual influencers they wouldn't talk about spaghetti or pasta. I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't get it. You tell me. I don't understand.
Well, it's just, I don't know. That's just sugar. It really is just sugar. Like, actually, all breads and things of that nature, all breads, pastas, noodles, all that. It's really just sugar.
Processed the exact same way, but I don't understand. I will go to spiritual Twitter or astrology Twitter, and they talk about pasta. I'm like, what is with spaghetti that you guys are talking about right now?
But I'm not gonna lie, I love spaghetti. I love it. I use like the substitute meats or whatever, the Gardein stuff to make, but spaghetti, I like spaghetti. That's one of the things I have to stop eating.
I mean, I do too. I'm just saying, like, they talk about it all the time, and it's not in a negative way. They literally do it to connect to whatever it is. Like they talk about, it's a popular thing.
Yeah.
And like, what is with it then? Like, do you guys eat it, and then like something spontaneous happen when you meditate? I don't know. Like, I don't know. That is
spirit food. Nah, just kidding.
I gotta do my research heavy because I don't get it. I even tried to Google or ask somebody. I'm like, what is going on?
See, I've never used like the zucchini or squash noodles that they have, but I want to try it though.
I want to try carrot.
Carrot noodles.
Try that.
Ooh, I don't know. You got to let me know how that tastes.
Because I like carrots a lot more than I like zucchinis.
See, I like carrots. I like carrots by itself though. Like fresh carrots. Yeah, I don't like it pre-peeled or nothing like that. Like if they have to be peeled, let me peel it. I don't like the soggy in the bag. Shit.
Yeah, I can eat them raw. I like them raw and washed.
Yeah, exactly. That's one of the things that I can eat that's raw. That and I
can actually eat
like
raw.
I can eat a cucumber raw. Like I don't need it to be seasoned or anything. Yeah.
Raw. Asparagus is good raw.
I don't know. I have to cook asparagus. I've never even tried it, honestly.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's something else I can eat raw?
Chat, what can y'all eat while she thinking of that? What do y'all eat raw? Let me know in the chat. Huh?
Vegetable-wise.
Yeah, vegetable. Raw. Well, I hope y'all not out here eating raw meat. Hey, people
sushi
eat
was my thing until I stopped.
Huh?
Sushi was my thing until I stopped.
Yeah.
That's like the only thing meat-wise that I miss. I miss sushi.
Shrimp, yeah, shrimp was the only thing that I used to eat without it having to be cooked meat-wise. Like shrimp,
sushi, and mussels. I mean, every now and then, I'm not gonna lie, a mussel or two. I'm not
thing. I haven't honestly
some, and I'm like, can I just have one? She's like, go ahead, I'll just take one. That's it.
A lot of the times for me, smell is enough. You know what? I tried to eat avocado. I don't like them.
I love them. They're amazing. I love you for that. Your avocados are top tier. They're the top tier everything. Avocado toast. But when I was a vegetarian, avocado on toast with the egg white and just some seasoning and cheese. Breakfast on a whole wheat bread.
Avocado tastes like
it's just a butter vegetable.
It tastes like watered down peanut butter flavored Play-Doh.
Where the heck do you get peanut?
That's what it tastes like to me.
What?
I tried it one time and I was like, I had to spit it out. Like it was like,
yeah.
I'm anxious motherfucker.
I've been told that before. I mean, hey, it might work because I haven't had anxiety in like maybe a month ago, and that was actually, yeah.
Somebody, I don't know. I cannot
avocado
swallow it. It is like I never even really like guacamole, like all that. I never liked it. I don't know.
I used to hate guacamole, then I had it again. I'm like, oh wow, this is not bad. Okay.
I thought that once I was like super into veggies, I would like certain things now, but it's just shit that I just don't like. Like I just. It was fresh though.
Oh,
it was fresh.
Got it.
I promise you.
I'll put them in my sandwiches now. Avocados on my sandwiches. That's what I'll do so far. But that's it. I was highly huge on avocados last summer when I went straight raw.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have an avocado like toast with just that. Honestly, some seasoning. I'll mix it. It'll taste amazing. Then I'll just go out in the sun, stay hydrated with this water, of course. This is the only water I had, and I'll just sit under there, and it just like you can feel what the benefits of an avocado can give you. That's the part about certain food. You can you really eat them and you pay attention. You can feel what it can do, the benefits that it's doing to your body.
Let me show y'all something real quick. I'll be right back.
But right, I can look at the chat now. But I'm trying to figure out what other vegetables are considered man-made because I know cauliflower is, even though I like cauliflower. I know broccoli's also man-made.
See, since we talking all this health stuff right now, I wanted to put this out there. This works wonders. It's honey and turmeric apple cider vinegar. If you want to do a cleanse, if you want something to, oh, I hope so, because yeah, sun gazing is definitely a must. I do it any and every time I can. But yeah, if you want to detox your body and lose some weight and get your system rolling, get some of this. It's turmeric and honey apple cider vinegar. Oh shit, you seen that, right? Raw and unfiltered. And it smells weirdly like mustard. But but yeah, I put that and I got my lemon. And actually, you know what? I might mess around and make a video. And I use cucumber. Get a gallon of water and drink that, you'll be good. Actually.
I just mix lemon cucumber water. That's it. For
that
me.
Is gross.
I need to find. I want to slim my waist. I think I want to slim my waist mostly. I think that's my problem. I just want a smaller waist.
Man, look, we live. Let me not get to talking.
Bro, what?
Yeah, you good. I put it that way. You good. But I got another topic that I want to talk about. That shit is nasty. I should have grabbed my water before I did that. This is a very important. Hold on. Let me share this first. Now, it says Black History Month. Why don't they teach about the Arab Muslim slave trade in Africa? Now, before we get started on this, right? Because that is a very good question. My background is in Islam. I grew up Muslim. More than half of my family are Muslim. And when I got into my consciousness, I always wondered why Black people don't research or look into that and don't see that as no different than Christians. Because we got introduced to Islam through slavery, just like we got introduced to Christianity through slavery. And actually, which we'll see in this article, we were slaves to Arabs first.
Yep.
Hold on, before all veggies are better raw.
Absolutely.
But the taste, bitter is better, but god damn, that shit is hard.
It's not that bad. I don't get it. You just eat, like when you eat it, you just feel fresh. I don't know. Next topic. Let's get to this topic. I say that when we
can have a whole episode on that. It says, despite years of Black History Februaries, many know little to nothing about the vast role played by Arab and Muslim slavers in the African slave trade. The practice began centuries before European slavers bought and transported slaves out of Africa and continued well after European slavery. Hold on, let me find something. Okay. During February, students K through 12 are, of course, taught about slavery. But as with Hill, what many teachers seem not to emphasize is that slavery is as ancient as humankind and that it was practiced nearly everywhere. More whites were brought as slaves to North Africa than blacks brought as slaves to the United States or to the 13 colonies from which it was formed. White slaves were still being bought and sold in the Ottoman Empire decades after blacks were freed in the United States. This includes the huge role played by Arab Muslim slavers. As to the Arab Muslim slave trade, Ghanaian professor and minister John Amuzma helped set the record straight. The legacy of Arab Islam in Africa, in an interview about his book, said the following: while 2 out of every 3 slave ships shipped across the Atlantic were men, the proportions were reversed in the Islamic slave trade. 2 women for every man were enslaved by the Muslims, while the mortality rate of the slaves being transported across the Atlantic was as high as 10%. The percentage of the slaves dying in transit in the trans-Saharan and East African slave market was a staggering 80 to 90%. That means 80 to 90% of the slaves brought on those ships died. They died. They did not make it. While many, hold on, I'm sorry, let me go back. While almost all the slaves shipped across the Atlantic were for agricultural work, most of the slaves destined for the Muslim Middle East were for sexual exploitation as concubines in harems and for military services. So once again, another race was using our bodies and our physical properties for their own sick-ass gains. Let me continue. While many children were born to the slaves in the Americas, the millions of their descendants are citizens in Brazil and the United States today. Very few descendants of the slaves who ended up in the Middle East survived. While most slaves who went to the Americas could marry and have families, most of the male slaves destined for the Middle East were castrated, and most of the children born to the women were killed at birth. Are you hearing that? They cut our dicks off and killed our babies. No disrespect, but where was the law then? Like, that is crazy. It is estimated that possibly as many as 11 million Africans were transported across the Atlantic, 95% of which went to South and Central America, mainly to Portuguese, Spanish, and French possessions. Only 5% of the slaves ended up in what we call the United States today. However, a minimum of 28 million Africans were enslaved in the Muslim Middle East, since at least 80% of those captured by the Muslim slave traders were calculated to have died before reaching the slave markets. It is believed that the death toll from 1,400 years of Arab and Muslim slave raids into Africa could have been as high as 112 million. Why are listen?
I'm Lee. I'm just here like, hey, I already know this story, so I'm just like, hey, I
just don't understand why we are like always the victims of everybody else, and then we just absorb their traditions, their religions, their spirituality concepts, their morality. Like we become the oppressor. We become it's like a baby having an abusive father, so he grows up to be abusive. Why do we take on everything of our oppressors? There is not one What I'm trying to say is that there is not one culture that has not taken from us and mistreated us. That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. And I'm tired of every time I research my history up to a certain point, we're always victims. And yet I hear today, everybody is praising all the people who've ever oppressed us while downplaying us and our contributions. Like that shit it hurts. It fucking hurts, dog. Like I was getting upset. I was getting upset rereading that article, y'all. Like I ain't even gonna lie to you. that I'm laughing because I'm trying to get my endorphins, or whatever to calm me down. But that was like, how do you feel about that, Kim? Before I just keep
what you said before is that like there's not enough education, not enough drive, not enough like how do I say it? Not enough education, of course. not enough wanting to get better. Like we've forgotten who we are. So of course you're not gonna care. We have whoever told us that we're all the same really, really messed us up. So
Yeah.
sweeping it under the rug. By they I mean Black people. Because I'm aware that melanin makes us passionate. Ain't enough
Mm-hmm.
in the world to make us passionate about this kind of stuff. This is where we start taking action, but we don't want to. And like I said before, I give them props for programming us to be so weak because they did to the point where we don't. If you get somebody to do something so many times, well enough, we'll be starting to want to do it.
Yep.
That's part of programming.
And feel like we deserve it, and give Master excuses why he treated us so bad.
And then when we call people like us that call it out, now we're just
conspiracy theorists and you're troublemakers. You get over it. Slavery was a long time ago.
You're mad. I'm annoyed. I'm just annoyed.
Yeah, that is just.
I don't have any more hope or faith in the Black community as much as I don't want to say that. I just don't, because there's not enough of us taking action. People are so quick to say, I don't want to say Hotep because I don't consider myself Hotep. I just do
yeah.
They do it in a more toxic, dumb way. But they put us all in the category, so I'm going to say this. They are so quick to say, you keep talking about the stuff with no action. We need every one of y'all to be on the same page so we can get to where we need to be. Unless you go with them, because you can, and we can do our thing. And there's not enough of us. We can't do anything about it because we got niggas like you holding us back.
See, but they're no longer melanated in spirit. Exactly. And I'm not saying that, I'm not pushing, to be aggressive. It would take 1,000 lifetimes to do what every other race did to us, but at least fucking acknowledge it,
Yeah, like that's all you gotta
take pride in the fact of how strong we are. We titled this Black is Better because it is. We are physically better. We are scientifically better. We're way more intelligent. We learn at a faster rate. Our Black women are the smartest beings on this planet, and everybody comes from Black women. Give us our props. I'm talking about ourselves. I'm not even talking about everybody else, because it's not nobody else's job to know your worth but yourself. I'm talking to niggas. Know your fucking worth, dog. You gotta understand that
y'all. Come on.
Come on, man. This phone is distracting me, but you have to know your worth. You have to. And if you don't know your worth, somebody will convince you that you don't have none.
Understand that the world that we live in now, this is not natural. So what makes you you mean to tell me you do this, you work a job every day, you do this, you do that, you mean to tell me you're okay with that? You're not. You complain you're not tired, but you don't want to do anything about it. You're saying that we talk and we're not doing anything. You're not doing anything whatsoever. You won't even say a thing. You won't even put some type of news out there about us. You complain. That's the only thing that we know. You guys complain about how we're living and everything, but you're not doing anything about it. So clearly,
because we are comfortable being victims. When white people be saying victim mentality, I have to agree. I'm not saying that I don't understand that they literally bred us to be fearful and everything like that. I get it. But we want to be victims, because if we're not victims, then we have to see the bullshit that we do to ourselves. And I honestly believe I don't think that all hope is lost, but I think that the people who have the same mindset is going to have to separate from even the niggas that don't want to, rock with the new consciousness. People will be left behind. And I don't mean physically moving somewhere. I'm just saying in your thought process, in your actions, in the things that you do, say, think, feel. People are going to be you have to let people go. Like there was literally the whole time we've been enslaved. I know that we fought back and I know that we tried to escape, but there was always niggas who held us back. It was always niggas snitching. They had niggas hunting us down. Like,
because they wanted something from Massa. So I don't know. Hey.
I did it, Massa. I caught him with your dumb ass. Like, look at you. And now we still look at the situation we are in. So I want and like I told you, most of my family are Muslim, and of course I'm black. You see the melanin. So I really challenge any black Muslim out there to convince me that I'm wrong about the fact that we should not be following a religion based on our oppressors.
If you can't scientifically prove it, I don't believe it.
I want historical proof. Mm-hmm. I want scientific proof. I want intellectual proof. That's what I want. If you can prove that to me, and I know some very intelligent Muslims, so I challenge you to argue with me and debate me on that. And I actually had a whole episode back in season 1 about that, about bringing on our oppressors' religion. So I already got the research down and I already got what I'm gonna say. So I challenge anybody into a friendly debate on that.
Wrong way, him, because I'm not a debater. I know my shit basically. You know what I mean? I'm talking about him. I can, but you know what I mean? Because I've had tweets before, people going crazy on me. I'm not a debater. I know my shit. I'm one of those people. You should already know this. I shouldn't have to debate to you about something that's already been proven wrong. You should already know this knowledge. That's my type of mindset, you know. So, yeah. Just want to put that out there. I don't want to back down, but that's my status.
You can just watch. You can be here for moral support, but I will argue down somebody about that.
I could ask questions to both of you, or I don't know.
Yeah, for the perspective's sake. But yeah, I challenge anybody. And speaking of that, I want to talk about our ancestors being consistently, the middle way, exactly. Hold on.
Yin and yang, the middle way.
Let me show y'all something. And we grew up seeing this kind of shit, and I'm about to bring a different perspective. This is off of Live Science, right? Dozens of ancient Egyptian graves found with rare clay coffins, right? Now, why in the fuck do other foreign people dig up our ancestors and put us on display in museums? I literally searched and looked around, and I could not find any other ancient culture that had actual bodies. I'm not talking about the clothing and the pottery, and I'm talking about the actual bodies of the dead ancestor. No other, they don't do that with anybody else but our ancient Egyptian ancestors.
And can I say this?
I don't understand it.
If they're trying to find some type of knowledge, to the people of other races don't remember for some reason, your ancestors burnt our things down. You destroyed them, so you can't find them as much as if you can. Wow, first of all, but to our knowledge, you burnt them all down. Our libraries were burnt down. We can't even figure out how the Sphinx was made, because everything that it was destroyed because of your ancestors. That your ancestors found our things, couldn't figure it out for some reason, and said, you know what? No, and just destroyed them all. So it's like, what are you trying? Like, I'm not gonna act like I don't know what you're trying to find, because I feel like I do. I don't know for sure. but it's just like the obsession of wanting to be us. Why can't you guys get in your heads that you just can't be us? Why can't it just be down to that point? Why can't you just accept the fact that you just would not, you can't achieve our level of it, of anything, of any type of, you know, I don't get it. You won't reach it there. You just can't. Like, why can't you just understand that? You know, that's like I don't want to sit here and act dumb. Like, ask that question. Like, of course they're gonna be very. I don't want to use the word delusional, but sometimes I feel like I should use that word because just like you would not be on our level. If you were, we would people like us like that have this frequency of any kind. It can be knowledge, it can be of the spiritual realm, anything. We're still here and we're not going anywhere. We can't because there could be so many of us outside of this, you know, world. And mind you, I do believe that there it's not just humans that are on this earth. There's more other beings here. But it's just like just I don't know. Like, why figure this out when you can just leave? I don't know. That just sounds crazy. Are you muted?
Yeah, I'm muted. I was letting you rock.
Okay.
I got two things to answer. I will debate you. I will definitely debate you. We can set it up. Hold on. Right, Rome. Definitely. Nut ass Napoleon. Shooting noses off and stuff. But yeah, obeys God. We can definitely set it up one day. We can get it cracking on live.
If you said all had to come from one, it will be the black woman, of course. I mean, that's pretty much proven.
Yeah, let me read. All had to have come from one period. I'll debate you because I'm certain that our collective consciousness began from one single energy being. Some call it Allah, Buddha, Hari, Krishna, Christ. But that's not. Hold on. Let me say this now. That's not the debate. We understand that there is one consciousness and that we all come. Well, we as the human species. Yes, we all come from one because a subhuman is a part of is taken from our black woman. Like, that's not the argument. The argument is why. Okay. The argument is why do black people take the religion, the morality, in the culture of our oppressors and make it our own? That's the argument. And has that been beneficial or negative for us? That's the debate I'm trying to have. I understand the oneness of energy. Like, that's not God is just the one energy source that whatever being that is that makes up this matrix reality that we're in, that's God. That's not something that I'm willing to debate because I don't disagree with that. I'm talking about has taken the religion of I'll even simplify it. Has taken on the religion of our oppressors helped or hindered? That's the argument. I'll have that debate. But not because I understand that people have different levels of understanding on what God is. Like that, I'm not going to argue that. I'm trying to argue taking other people's religion, has that helped or hindered us? But to answer your question, this is an amethyst stone that was found in those burial sites, which show you that the ancient knowledge of the power of crystals, it ain't no fucking hoax. It ain't no fucking none of that. Our ancestors been knew that crystals hold power. Yeah. So, and that's sad because this is a whole burial site, and all those spirits are being disturbed, getting dug up. It pisses me off to see that. Now, I wasn't going to show you, But I'm gonna take the time to. I got it in my bookmarks. Y'all don't be judging me by the stuff that I'll be looking at. But hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, here we go. Now I'm showing y'all this to make a point, to see that I ain't just jaw jacking. To show that I'm not just jaw jacking. Now this is the Muslim of cultural history, right? Here go the collections. Collection of classical antiquities, the coin cabinet, the ethnographic collection, the runic archives, the collection of Norwegian antiquities, the collection of Egyptian antiquities. Now, the collection of Egyptian antiquities at the MCH includes larger items such as mummy coffins, which clearly, obviously has the dead body in it, and smaller objects such as mummified animals, wooden figures, bronze, etc., right? But here's the problem, and this is in Norway, by the way. But here's the issue. Now, I go to the ethnographic collection, right? There is nothing in here talking about having mummified remains or coffins or anything of the sort in it at all, period. Let me go to another thing, right? Now, this is their people, the collection of Norwegian antiquities, right? Still, nothing about dead bodies. I'm looking, and I see nothing about dead bodies. 10,000 objects, and not one of them is talking about a dead body. None of it is talking about coffins or anything like that. So my point is, our ancestors are the ones that's disrespected. Our ancestors are the ones that get desecrated and gets dug up and put in glass boxes and put in awkward poses and everything for the entertainment and the money exchange of other people. Because niggas don't go to museums. How does that make you feel, Kim?
Once again, I'm not too surprised. We really don't. That just says a lot right there that we don't care either, to be honest. That's the bad part. We just don't care. You don't see anything. This stuff is not like some type of game anymore. It's not a mystery anymore. So we should already know this, but I'm trying to put this out there. They won't leave us alone, but we can't sit here and expect something to change if we don't do anything about it. And we won't. And that starts with knowing our ancestors, because we have people that say, okay, but they're dead. No, they're not. If you look at your hand, you look at your fucking ancestors because they gave this to you.
Mm-hmm.
Period. That is how they're right here. Okay, as well as right here, maybe.
Yep.
Because this is what they gave us. So no, if you're
in here, remember your mental capacity and the things that you learn and you feel is passed down. Our ancestors were probably the slaves. If we were even slaves, we were the ones saying, "No, fuck this. We about to escape." Exactly. I don't like exactly. It ain't. Yeah.
So it's like when you see that when you disrespect your ancestors, you're disrespecting yourself. You don't love this.
Facts.
So and it is true. They can take your head, and they can do whatever they can. They can even go back to when you were. I don't know what kind of technology it's called. I don't know what it's called at all. It was on Black Mirror, but you can take your head or take whatever chemical there is, and it can trace you back to wherever you were in a past life.
Mm-hmm.
It was in Black. I forgot what episode it was, of course, but.
And that stuff is real. Like my uncle, the one that's challenging me to the debate, he says that they have everybody documented when you're born, so they know exactly what you're going to be. They know if you're going to be a problem child or not. They know if, okay, this person is going to be docile, this person is going to be energetic, this person is going to be whatever. Like they know, so they track you. Everybody, believe it or not, has a dossier, and they know exactly who and what is going to do what. Like they know that indigo children and rainbow children are being born.
Mhm.
That is very true. And we've been the one bullied.
We need to start kicking ass, but we don't do it.
Tell us in the star charts. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Matter of fact, I was gonna save this, but no, you know what? I'm gonna save it. But birth charts are very, very important, especially if you want to have knowledge of self. I'm gonna make a lesson about that. So actually, let me
And I also
write that down.
myself, so this is my type of topic. You already know. I just figured out my purpose today. Like I mean, I already knew what it was. But like every time I feel like I'm just down or I don't feel too good, I go back to my birth chart and remind myself this is what I'm meant to do, and it just gives me a boost of motivation, all over again. So.
Mm-hmm. And now, y'all, it's time for the crystal of the day. And then after that, Kim, we're gonna do your esoteric. Is that okay?
I keep yawning. I'm sorry, but yes.
Okay. Today's stone is Labadorite.
Labradorite gets its name from the Labrador Peninsula of Canada, where it was discovered in the 1700s. Its color is translucent gray with flashes of green, blue, gold, orange, red, and violet. The varieties found in Finland exhibit the entire color spectrum and are called spectrolite. I pulled this card from the crystal deck, which has 50 cards of crystals and their uses in healing. Drawing this card indicates a time of growth on your spiritual path and for embracing the unknown mysteries of life. By the card, I have placed a labradorite stone to show its translucent color and finish. Carrying, holding, wearing, or sitting with labradorite will align you with the vibrational energy of this gemstone's metaphysical properties.
All right, that's enough. That's actually, I have one, but I had one. Let me say, I had a really big one, but I gave it away because I felt like somebody else needed it more than I did at the time. So Labradorite is a very comforting stone, especially if you're a Scorpio, because it's excuse me, it is associated with Scorpio energy. So, hold on. That is amazing. Hold on, before we go on to the tarot, let my uncle speak. They've mastered the birth charts. They know who is more apt to be stubborn, selfish, reclusive, fair-minded, etc. Facts, big facts. But go ahead, Kim.
Okay. So I've had five. Not five. 7. My apologies. Tarot cards, and I have 4 oracle. So the first thing that I got, I wrote it once again. I wrote everything down because I try to be as accurate as possible.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like to be wrong. I see this every single time. I write these down. So the first I got is the star in reverse, right here. Faith, hope, inspiration. So this just whenever a card is in reverse, in case nobody knows, it just means that you need to put in more work in the situation, or you need to be more try to, pretty much, what's the word I'm looking for? Just try to make something out of it. I guess you could say. I'm not sure how to put it. This means that it just needs more work, I guess you could say. So
Yeah.
it means faith, hope, and inspiration. Star reverse. So you might have not that much faith, hope, or inspiration in anything, whatever it could be. You might need to put that frequency back in. Then I have what's it called? The Knight of Swords also in reverse. And that means law and authority. So you might need to work on some type of authority or some type of leadership, anything that involves within you or whatever that's in your environment. You need to work on that a little bit more. Then I have the temperance, which means harmony, transformation, recovery. So whatever that's going on with these, so it means having faith or having some type, trying to lead yourself or having faith in yourself. It could lead to something like that can transform into something else. So work on whatever that is that you need. Then I got the Son of Pentacles right here. So don't be so stubborn about it. Tap into that energy if you need to. Don't be so stubborn about it. Um, that's what the Son of I mean, the Son of Pentacles is a very shy and loyal person. So but it can also mean stubbornness. So just to make sure, just to see if that makes sense in itself, don't be so stubborn in those energies. Actually tap into it. Then you have the Lovers. So the Lovers. This means, so basically it means union. So whatever, if you're with your if you're with somebody maybe, or with a partner, just any kind of a friend, anybody, you might want to use a companion or whatever that can help you with the situation. But if you don't have anybody, you're gonna have to build within yourself to get to where you need to be. Just start building. Then you have the star. um Connect with your inner self, basically. So instead of worrying about your physical reality or whatever it is, look up in the sky. The sky. We look at the stars. Um, you look at your ancestors. That's them. So look at them as comfort. Like, yes, they're helping you, even though you don't feel it, you don't see it. It's happening. Which is probably which card is it? Which card? Maybe the temperance right here. Harmony, transformation, recovery. Use your ancestors for that. Then you have the hermit. That the hermit is a good thing in the in tarot. Wisdom, steps, what, once again, stepping back from reality and getting into your inner self with the star. So use these two as the energies right here. Just tap into your inner self while you still can. Um, Maybe you need to work on some type of self-discipline within yourself. Build something of that sort. Um, that's pretty much what I got from the tarot. I got the new moon in Gemini. Communication is key. If I'm not mistaken, I think the moon is in Gemini today. Let me check real quick. I'm gonna see what the phase is. Moon is in Gemini today, which is crazy. It is, and it's the first quarter phase. Okay, so I had to make sure. But maybe you just need to have a little talk with yourself, maybe a little communication with yourself. It doesn't have to. The twins use your. Think about your twin, your outer you. The twin could be your spirit. So you just have a conversation with yourself, basically. I don't know. I'm trying to make some type of metaphor. But whatever that could be, hold on, let me go back. Let me go back. The star. Let me get this. I'm trying not to click buttons. But with your ancestors right here with the star, you're very close to achieving your goals. So use them. This could be a message for them to say, hey, you're close. Just trust in us. Trust in your ancestors while you still can. Your spirit. It could be I say ancestors a lot. It could be the spirit guides or it can be the universe. Whatever you guys want to go by. I say ancestors a lot. So it could be one of those. Then my last two oracles, trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So if you knew you would be supported by your ancestors, what would you do? Or spirit guides or whatever there is. Trust the path that you're in. You're probably right where you need to be. Tap into yourself. This is a moment where you're supposed to just be like, okay, I'm grounded. Work on meditating your root chakra all the way to maybe. I think maybe I see the root chakra a lot just because it's literally telling you just to just take some time to just feel the ground yourself. It tap into whatever it's in there. So maybe your root chakra could be imbalanced. It could be maybe your crown because you want to work on what's really going on up there. your crown, like not up here, but up here, like the like top of your head, like to figure out what could be. So work on, make sure you're before you start any chakra, make sure your root is balanced before you work on any one of these. So that's what I have to go by. But then your last one is leap. You go first, the universe will catch you. So hey, just where's the other one? Universe, spirit guys, your ancestors, however it be, you know, they got your back no matter what. You go first, just go, and then the universe got your back. Don't be afraid to do whatever it is. Whatever you might have to work on, anything that you need to work on, to help you, you know, try to discipline yourself. Work on that, whatever you can. The star will represent, what is it again? Having faith. You go first, the person will catch you. Having faith. Work on your faith. Don't be so stubborn about it. Okay, don't be so stubborn. Just tap into it while you still can. But that's pretty much what I got so far. I hope that made perfect use. But yeah.
Excellent reading. A lot of that stuff I feel like applies to myself personally. So I want to thank you, Kim, for that. Our next topic, we're going to talk about self-love 2020. Black is better. You feel me? All things black. Black, all that, right? So I want to showcase some very important black figures to me, in my opinion, because it's my opinion, and you know my opinion matters most. You feel me? Right. Hey, shout out M. Davis, giving the Queen her props.
Thank you.
So I want to showcase some good positive black energy. So the first video that we have is it makes me smile and laugh every time. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Shout out to the Cab family.
This is my team.
Oh.
So how'd you do it?
He put in the sky.
What? What?
He did it too much.
How?
Oh.
Chill.
Oh,
Shout out to them, yo. Shout out to the Cab family. That is amazing. That makes me smile every time I see that, yo. I love that. She said, "You're doing too much." Yo, I love that, yo. Just to see black families in such a positive light in a father and daughter relationship, like that is just, man, I can't stop smiling. Like that was so dope. Now I'm gonna play some, since we had like some music playing. I want to shout out somebody that's very, very important to me. It's a producer. He's fire. And I'm not saying he's fire because we're related. I'm saying he's fire because, especially in my city that I'm from, Flint, Michigan, there is no better producer than him. Like, period. Even me. I am nothing compared to this dude. So let me play something from his catalog. soon as it feels like playing. I don't know why the internet is like doing that, but come on. Me and Mercury retrograde gonna fight. When is it over? Shit.
It's over in. I'm gonna check for you right now. It's gonna be it's a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got 7 more days. Keep going.
Okay, here we go. Shout out to Omega the Pro. So if y'all are, if you know any artists or any rappers who want consistently fire beats, hit them up. Hold on, let me look up his Instagram real quick. Yeah, it's Domega Pro. That's DOMEGAPRO. Actually, let me put it in the chat, or I'm gonna display it real quick.
I'm looking at my eyes so they're not watery because I've been yawning all night. Like I don't nap 20 times a day.
That's his that's his IG. Okay, so now that we got that out the way, I want to show some clips of some of our warriors that we have right now. Oh, well, actually, you know what? Before we do that, we have some more. I'm sorry about that. We have some more music.
From you? Or
No, I'm gonna play. Yo, y'all gotta hit him up, yo. Y'all gotta hit him up. He fired. He got way more fire than that too. He cold. He cold with the beats. No, you made some suggestions.
yeah, play Ragamuffin. Just because I don't know if she's still in here, but just because Chrissy is in here, I gotta play it. I got you. Favorite song by her. I'm obsessed. Honestly.
Hey, it was the first one that popped up too, so.
Good, because that's, man, her song, that and Rapture and W and Toast. Oh, that's my top 4.
We got the vibes for the night.
Need y'all to get into the mood. Caribbean mood. I just know you were uncomfortable. That's why I said, oh no. I'm used to this.
I'm not.
Only because of the fashion. That's why I watch it. I'm not gonna lie. It's the fashion. I can't lie. They
should have warned me.
My friend Christy, this is the chat. That's all she listens to. She listens to nothing but reggae, soca, unta. She doesn't. That's all she listens to. That's it. I'm not
fire. Shout out to that artist.
Coffee, song is Ragamuffin. All right. Probably a bad accent, but I don't care. I'm gonna own it.
Nah, actually, that was kind of fire. I ain't even gonna cap. I ain't even gonna cap like that. But I want to highlight some warriors that we got. This is Clarissa Shields. She's from my
I just
city.
created a professional website for my business.
I hate ads. Anyways, this is Clarissa Shields. These are some of her highlights. She's an Olympic boxing champion. Actually, I'm gonna pause that because I don't want no copyright. But
yeah.
she got them handolinas. Look at that. Boop, boop. Man. She a beast, yo.
Be my bodyguard. I don't know. I just have you down.
Hey, you gotta know how to scrap when you from Flint, yo. You gotta know how to throw the ones and twos. Boop, oop. Oh, you got your face open. Man, I ain't even gonna flex. I would not fight her. I was like, my bad, yo. No disrespect.
Respect.
No disrespect, yeah. You got it, queen. Man. I mean, each swing is precise.
Yeah.
Blocking. Yes. And she's forcing her will on the opponent. Like, boop. Oh. Need I say more? We have another warrior that I have to we have to highlight this person, especially because he just got cheated. Shout out Young Pharaoh for continuing to expose the fact that they cheated my man's out of his
the whole entire week. This man's been going at it to the point where Floyd Mayweather even spoke out on it, and it probably was because of white people. Honestly.
Yeah. I know that they're gonna play some music, so I'm keeping it muted. But let's see the king do his thing. Let me skip. Look how he be walking out. Warrior. Straight war. Oh, there we go. That's that masculine energy that we all need to get back to, yo. Just straight power, putting fear in motherfuckers.
Ooh, blood everywhere too. Look at that.
Man. Putting his will. Yo, shout out Deontay. Man, Deontay Wilder, man. Whole lot of victims. Boop. That warrior spirit, man. Ain't nothing more pure than that warrior spirit, yo.
Very much.
You would think he was in training. Man, that warms my heart. Now that we've seen the warrior, we have to look at the intellectual kings of our generation. I personally feel this, and my co-host, of course, feels it too, that these two scholars that we're going to talk about briefly deserve praise for all the hard work that they've been doing. First off, I gotta shout out Young Pharaoh, man. I'm probably not gonna.
Man.
Yeah, go ahead, Kim.
Kind of have an obsession with this man. Maybe unhealthy. Do I care? No. He is just one of the realest. That's the thing. Like, I've never, all these people that turned out to be fakes, especially over the years, Bobby Hemmett, Farrakhan, friggin' who else can I think of?
We can use one. Polite, Hassan Campbell, all these fuck niggas.
Like, just the fact that he has proven. People will be so quick to just put him down when this man's been proving that he's legit for years.
For years.
And it's just like only the real would know between the real and the fake. This man is legit. Sorry, like that's just how it is. And he really is legit.
We don't care who feelings get hurt when they hear that.
Like, you can go on Golden's page, his girlfriend's page, and just even though just like some of the pranks that she does, it'll be so high vibrational by the way he reacts. Like he tried to do a cheating prank, and I'm like, this man, like the way he handled the situation, that right there, just seeing he didn't even know he was in the camera, obviously, because it was a prank and everything. But come on, bro, like,
yeah,
just stuff like that you will understand, you know.
Yeah. And the fact that excuse me, he's been very transparent. At least since I've been following him, he's been very transparent about his past and the things that he's been through. And since I've been watching him, I've been seeing all the people who's tried to take this guy down. You feel me? Like, they've been really trying to get my man's up out of here, but he stand tall and he stand strong no matter who opposes. And I just got to put that praise out there because he deserves it. Like, and he's honestly, he inspired me. A lot of the knowledge and stuff that I gained, I'm just gonna put it out there. A lot of the knowledge and stuff that I've gained initially was piggybacking off of the knowledge that he was putting out, and I would research and double back and find out other things. So I can only give him his big ups because I've always had commentary, and I've always argued with people, and I've always had the outsider opinion. But at a point in my life, I would never say it publicly because I would be afraid of being judged. But watching him over the years put some energy in my back to feel like fuck what everybody else talking about. I'm gonna say how I feel because he just don't give a fuck. So I'm gonna play one of the songs that he's been pushing, and it's actually one of my favorite songs on this whole project, Sacred Geometry featuring RR the God.
It's double R.
Cuban chain, that's geometry. I swear that diamond watch, I ain't changed. Couple thousand on the line. Gotta keep this shit a secret. And we was playing with them squares. We used to cut them by geometry. And I was playing with them triggers. But I ain't past trigonometry. Cuban chain, that's geometry. I swear that diamond watch, I ain't changed. Couple thousand on the low. Gotta keep the shit a secret. And we was playing with them squares. We used to cut it like geometry. And I was playing with them triggers. But I ain't passing trigonometry. I'm in a flower like geometry. She told me treat it like it's sacred. And we was trying to catch a body. On the way I felt anxious. I remember being down. Niggas talking like it's over. I had to get it with some water. Only never making soda. How them diamonds be cut, that's geometry. See that arch on her back, that's geometry. And I like how she gave me that angle. Say she like how I grip her anatomy. How them diamonds be cut, that's geometry. See that arch on her back, that's geometry. And I like how she give me that angle. Say she like how I grip her anatomy.
Look at the shape of that body geometry. Bitch, I'm 90 degrees geometry. Baby girl on the cavity-ography. Told her hit the right angle geometry. And that's 90 degrees, you ain't
follow me.
Double R, you scaling on my isosceles. Baby, you come before me, apostrophe. Bitch, we covered in map geography. Move y'all squares on the board, geometry. If we squares on the board, monopoly. And my radius small, geometry. Bitch, you did get the point, geometry. And she screaming my name, geometry. And I'm blowing no earth, geology. Hit the link in the biology.
Bitch, I'm a god, theology. Hey, ain't shit on the low.
Gotta keep the shit a
secret.
And we was playing with them squares. We used to cut like geometry. And I was playing with them
triggers.
I ain't passing trigonometry.
Hey,
Chain, that's geometry. I swear that
time to watch ancient
couple thousand
on the low.
Gotta keep the shit a
secret.
And we was playing with them
squares.
We used to cut like
geometry.
And I was playing with them
triggers.
But I ain't passing trigonometry.
Hey. So yeah, I like to give my flowers out while people are still here. And he is, if not the one of the most top-notch scholars that we have, especially he's the GOAT as far as our generation goes. Like, I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about. And here's the man too who started it all to me, especially, I guess, I'll say for our generation, even though he's slightly older. Man, General SETI, dude. There is nobody above this nigga in scholarship, in history. No, ain't nobody I've ever listened to in my life that put that ancestral fire in my spirit like General SETI.
And he got degrees, so nobody can say that he didn't go to school and then like redid his own research. And he said, "No, this is the truth right here." You know,
and Sarah Suit SETI, man, ain't like we have to give him props because he's been doing it for so long, yo. He's been doing it for so long. That and he is so for black. He's more. I feel like he's more for black people than black people deserve. Because he's been consistently trying to wake people up. And no matter how much people try to ignore the consciousness shift, he's still out there. He's still doing it. Like SETI and Young Pharaoh, I want to thank them. Hold on, let me. Rome says, yeah, SETI brought me to the light. Him and John Henrik Clark. Yeah, we gotta like. I'm not trying to. Hold on, let me take this off. I'm not trying to be funny, but instead of always venerating Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and Rosa Parks and all that, we need to acknowledge the ones who's doing it now. Because we get it. We grew up knowing about that. I have the utmost respect for Malcolm X. Especially at the end of his life, he saw the light and all that. But we got people right now that need to be praised. Mm-hmm. We need people like everybody was Dr. Sebi when what's his name? What's that rapper name who unfortunately got murdered by a fuck nigga? What's his name? Nipsey. Everybody was all Dr. Sebi when Nipsey died. But I don't see Dr. Sebi no more. And that's a shame because he died. Little do people know he died for us. He won in court about his claims of curing AIDS. He won. Yeah. And they killed him. Yeah, Nipsey.
people do, and there are black people, even on Twitter to this day, will literally clown Dr. Sadie. They clown this guy. And I'm throwing that word out there. They clown this man.
Man.
I'm not kidding.
Because they clowns. And I don't see, like, we got to start venerating. Like, I'm tired of everybody always waiting till somebody died to acknowledge them. Like, people should be acknowledged while they're here. And people shouldn't be so prideful or so behind the scenes that they're not willing to say, no, I rocks with him. No, I rocks with her. She the truth. Oh, yeah. Facts. Fuck DJ Vlad. Period. And fuck every fucking interviewer like him. And I'm putting Adam 22. Yeah, Adam 22, fuck you too. Because I'm tired of them pushing all the negative shit, stirring up beefs, having our worst type of care, like our lowest vibrational people up on a pedestal. Niggas be high as shit, or they bring up personal stuff that's clearly like making them uncomfortable, and they keep doing that for entertainment's sake. So fuck DJ Vlad and fuck Adam 22. I have no respect for neither one of y'all. Period. Like, I don't.
You're sorry to me. I agree.
Yeah.
What?
Fuck, I'm sorry. I ain't mean to go on the tirade, but seeing them pop up, like they weak as fuck, man. And like we have to be strong enough.
Fuck him too. I don't. Yeah.
If a nigga name is DJ Vlad, then you should understand how fucking poisonous and non-good intent that nigga has. Also, let me see, man. There's also let me find it. We're almost done. Oh yeah. I want to shout out well, actually this came from Kim. She wanted to shout out Forbidden Knowledge, which is Billy Carson.
Mm-hmm.
As y'all know, he just wrote a book about the Emerald Tablets and everything like that. He's another brother that's been out here putting in work. So shouts out to him.
Oh, you know what, man? I can't believe we forgot this. You know what? No, I'm gonna go on my YouTube and I'm gonna do it myself. Hold up. I'm not gonna leave this live stream unless he gets his recognition too, because I want to say something for all of the religious people out there. I'm being so honest right now. What up? Oops. Hold on. And I'm gonna share my screen, of course. And he only has 300 subscribers. That's not good. I don't care.
I'm about to click on him. You ready?
Let me do this real quick. I'm gonna do
this. Sorry, I'll be quick with the my trigger finger beat. I get to click it real fast.
What up? Share. Let me know when
Okay,
you're ready.
I'm
ready. This man right here, okay? Justin Powell. I said his name backwards. I do that every time. He only has 300 subscribers. Now I'm gonna do this real quick. Let me see. I don't know if I can. Hold on. Sort by. Now, as you can see, let me do this real quick. As you can see, he talked Kemet, Kush, Ethiopia. He talks about not for Christian folks, blood sacrifice. He talks about real things, even going about Snoop and Oprah and them, you know. You see the dreads and all, talking about conspiracy and stuff. Religion is like, boom, religion is a lie. Now let me show you this, right? I'm gonna show you this. This was him since I want to say, I don't even remember, years ago. If it'll load, let's give it some time. Try this.
Mercury retrograde kicking ass.
Now look at that. God gives power to the. You see this guy? Power in Jesus Apostle. Just talking about Jesus and everything. 6 years ago. What was 6 years ago? 2000 and what?
Don't give me the line. Hold on.
7 years ago. So notice how this is all
2014.
Huh?
I believe 2014.
Okay, yeah. So 2014. This man has been doing nothing but preaching the word of God, right? Nothing but that.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing but that. Then this man disappeared. He just disappeared, honestly. And in the beginning of 2019, if I believe, he literally, hold on, let me go. I'm going to show you.
That consciousness, man.
In the beginning of 2019, I kid you not, where it's at. I'm gonna try to go all the way down. He been filming in his car, going to work maybe going to work. I don't know. I'm gonna go all the way down, just so you guys can understand. See, this was his last video 5 years ago. He made about anything that involves Christianity. 9 months ago, 9 months, he came back talking about the black woman is God. He was a whole minister in church. Maya version Christian Islam laws. You are God. Every child should know this. Like, he literally went from this to this. He woke up, bro. Like, he does not get his credit either. 21 views, 19 views, 60. Give him more than that. Make him big. Basically, make him big.
Hey, we need, like I said, we need to definitely.
The black. See, my Twitter name is the Black Woman. That's how I got my Twitter name. The Black Woman is God. Like, he did that. That's how I got my Twitter name to be that. You know? So,
give honestly, flowers.
It really does. Like, that just, he really went out of his way. Like, he did that. So
I want y'all, before we continue, I want y'all to, if y'all see anybody that y'all feel like deserves some accolades or whatever, please tag me in their videos and put with the hashtag selflove2020. And every week, that's dope. Rome, you the truth.
Big. Like, this man, make him big. This is like, I'm not even kidding. Please share everything that he has. This man deserves, like, I don't want to be that person, but a part of me kind of doubts in some way that he may have heard of young Pharaoh, because he's the only person we know besides Seti that talks about the black woman is God and all that stuff and is legit. So he probably just got, but mind you, because he's the one that got this on his own. Like, he studied the Bible and everything and just woke up. Like, he even broke down the word Israel. It is ISIS, Ra, like, you know, and El, another Egyptian deity, and how they mashed the name together. He's the one that talked about how was it David or someone in the Bible that was wrestling with the ghost? He revealed that, or wrestling with God. He revealed.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. Go ahead.
No, I get it. Basically, he said that was symbolic to him reaching God mode, his crown chakra. He came from the ground, which is the root chakra. He was wrestling all the way up until he got to his crown chakra. So he explains stuff like this, and that's the kind of things he does. He literally goes to these books. It was, thank you very much. It was Jay. I really said David. I forgot, so I'm sorry. That was the way off. I already know, because it's been a while since I touched the Bible. But I'm not even gonna lie. But he pretty much, can I say this like that? Basically, he takes.
Can I say this?
Yeah.
It is a shame that that we have to deconstruct a lie.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to put that out there. I feel like consciousness and knowledge should be fruitful in its purest form, and not candy coated with lies. But shout out Stevie.
Hi, Stevie.
Okay, I have another channel that I would like to kind of put on the Who Asked You podcast pedestal. Black Vegan Tube, they be going hard, yo. Not only do they put health stuff, but they put a lot of videos out about real situations in real, real perspective. So I want to shout them out, and also, if it turns up,
Yeah.
there we go. Don't Turn Me Petty. Amazing woman. She exposes a lot of pedophiles and a lot of conscious community pimps all the time, and I have the utmost respect for this channel and this person. So shout out to them. Mm-hmm. And I have a YouTuber. This is my last one, then we can kind of end this. I have a YouTuber that I really respect. She does tarot, and she be spot on all the time. Well, sometimes with the love stuff, I'd be like, I don't know, but overall, she is amazing, and I have to shout this woman out. Her name is Can Be the Light. If you need some not even right, big YouTuber. If you need anybody to give a reading that like outside of, huh?
Sorry, I just remember somebody too as well. This will be my last one.
Go ahead. Yeah, she is amazing though. Let me go to her videos to show y'all how accurate and how long she's been doing this. She is really great. So if you're into love and you need some guidance on that or some hints, please go to her, because Can Be the Light is the truth, and she's very consistent. So yeah,
this is my last one.
That queen. Are you ready?
Yeah. So she's pretty big, 156 subscribers. Pretty Boss TV. She collaborated with Pharaoh. That's how I found her, because of Pharaoh. But as you can see, she does mostly like tarot cards. She does like a lot of money related, like attractive money, because she's a Taurus. Taurus are known for being like they're known for like attracting anything that involves like wealth, because the second house represents wealth and possession. So she does stuff like that. She does tarot readings. Energy-based type things. This is pretty much what she does, So she's very good, also very big. I just want to like put her out there. She's awesome. I love Crystal. She puts a lot of like look at the energy of these videos. Crystals, the lights, candles, and the frequency is just there. So that's just pretty much how it is when it comes to Pretty Boss. So
veneration. We all deserve it. We all need it, because we're all special in our own little ways. No, I'm just kidding. But I appreciate each and every one of you who tuned in tonight. We love y'all. Y'all have been showing us so much support, and we strive and we push to make this show better and better, and to continuously teach and entertain like-minded individuals like us here. Like I was saying earlier on Instagram, we have a new channel. It's Big Facts with StoodyToogroovey, where I'll be giving lessons from PowerPoint on various different things. Hold on, let me put it.
I don't think I told you, but did I tell you before about this?
No, what is that? Tell the people.
It's a tiger's eye. It's a real tiger eye.
Vibes. Oh, she got a whole tiger eye. Oh my God. Yo, that's so fire.
There's more. There's an amethyst. There's way more than just this. I bought the tiger eye because the tiger eye is very effective to the throat chakra. So I'm smoking, getting the energy in. So
I need that. I need that tiger eye. I mean, not the tiger eye. I'm sorry. I need that amethyst one. That's fire. But yeah, big facts with STG. Please go over there and subscribe. I'll be dropping the first video tomorrow at 3:30, and we can get that. Let's get that channel up and popping like we got it here. We almost had 100 subscribers. So like I said, I really, really appreciate the support that y'all been showing us consistently. Thanks, M. Davis. Appreciate that. Like I said, we have merchandise, 747 angel number tees and hoodies. Plus, we got the Who Asked You podcast hoodies and shirts. Very cheap. You could just hit me up hit either one of us up on our IGs and make an order. It's $15 for the shirts plus $5 for shipping and $25 for the hoodies and $5 for shipping. So that's only $20 and $30 for the shirts and hoodies. Is there anything else you'd like to add, Kim?
Once again, I do general readings and birth chart readings on, just hit me up on Instagram, which is down there. I do birth chart and general readings. I do charge. I will let you know. I don't like to say that because there are people that keep asking me, "Do you charge?" I'm like, "Yes, I do." I have to say it just because, like, honestly, and I do tarot and I do general readings. So if you want to know like any information, just DM me on Instagram. We can go from there. I don't want to sound too unprofessional when I say yes, I do charge, but there are people that constantly ask me for some reason. So I just feel like I had to. So I'm sorry if that sounds greedy or selfish or unprofessional. I had to. So that would be the last time ever addressing me because I don't want to sound like that, But I do that. I will not. I'll be the best that I can be, obviously, because I do love this. I do like to help people in a very like spiritual way, like almost like a nurse or a healer. So
it's light working. That's definitely what it is. It's light working.
If you know anybody that will like one, anybody, absolutely anybody, they can. My Instagram is down below right there. Like two up. I have both the same thing, but in case you can't find one, there's the other one. So that's where I can go from there. So
yeah. Oh, plus anybody who knows facts, get your money. You got to.
I don't want to sound unprofessional, but people keep asking me that question. So that's the last time ever saying that.
Okay. I was gonna say if you want an ad put on here, just hit me up in the DMs. They're fairly cheap, just $10 to get an ad spot. That's it, just $10. And we can get your commercial played. And if you want us to make a custom commercial, it's only $15. But if you already have a commercial for a product, anything products, movie trailer, anything like that, it's just $10. If you're a musician and you would like your music played on here free of charge, we don't do no payola because we love independent artists, and it doesn't matter what genre. I don't care if you're doing reggae, you could do pop, rock, hip hop, a mixture, anything like that. Just please hit my DMs or tag me in your music video, and if I'm rocking with it, we'll put it on here. If Kim is rocking with it, she'll suggest it and put it on here. And I want to leave y'all with love and peace. And we'll see you all next time.